Let's talk about an organization's most valuable asset. It's the engine for growth, for innovation, for pretty much every critical decision you make. It's your data. But what if that engine is sputtering? What if that asset is secretly working against you, filled with tiny, almost invisible errors that create massive problems? Today, we're diving into how a new kind of AI assistant can clean up that mess and finally unlock your data's true potential. I mean, think about it. It sounds so harmless, right? A single typo, a misplaced comma. What's the big deal? Well, when you scale that across millions of records, those tiny little mistakes don't just add up, they literally snowball into huge, expensive problems. And this isn't theoretical. This is the daily chaos so many businesses face. Your sales report is completely broken because the United Kingdom is listed 3 different ways. Your project timelines are a total mess because nobody can agree on a single date format. You're burning money on marketing campaigns that can't even reach the customer. And the big one? When your CRM and your ERP systems don't match up, you're sending out wrong invoices. That hits your bottom line directly. Now, you might be thinking, hang on, don't we have these super sophisticated data warehouses like Databricks or Azure to stop this from happening? And look, you're not wrong. The tech infrastructure is better than it's ever been. But here's the dirty little secret. These errors still find a way to get through, and they undermine trust and every decision that gets made. And believe me, the stakes are incredibly high. If you're in a regulated industry like finance or education, this isn't just some operational headache. Compliance bodies like the FCA can and will impose massive fines for poor data quality. We're talking about a serious financial and reputational risk. So, who's left to clean up this mess? Well, it usually falls on your most skilled data professionals, your analysts, your data scientists. But instead of finding those breakthrough insights you hired them for, they are trapped in a frustrating, soul-crushing manual grind. Their reality is less about strategy and more about just tedious repetition. This is their day-to-day. Seriously. They spend hours and hours writing custom code in Python and SQL, trying to manually define a rule for every possible error. Then they have to hunt for discrepancies across all these different systems, and then they have to rerun and recheck everything, just hoping they caught it all. It is slow, it is repetitive, and it's a huge drain on your most valuable talent. Talent you hired to innovate, not to fix typos. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? The whole process is reactive. They're constantly playing catch-up, putting out fires after the alarm has already gone off. It's this vicious cycle of frustration that keeps them from doing the high-impact, strategic work they actually want to be doing. So you have to wonder, why hasn't this been solved yet? I mean, traditional data quality tools have been around for years, but they always seem to fall short. Let's dig into why that old approach just can't keep up with the complexity of a modern business. Here is the fundamental disconnect. On one side, you have the way things are right now. Slow, repetitive, super expensive, and always reactive. On the other side is where we all want to be, in a world that's automated, proactive, scalable, and intelligent. Bridging that gap? That's the real challenge. And, it turns out, the real opportunity. And that gap exists because, let's be honest, traditional tools can feel like a trap. They demand a ton of manual setup, they come with eye-watering licensing costs, but their biggest failure is their rigidity. They just can't adapt to your company's unique business rules. So instead of solving the problem, they just end up keeping your best people stuck doing manual work. Okay, but what if there was a better way? A totally new approach, built from the ground up for how data works today? Well, it's time to meet your new AI data quality assistant. So what is this thing exactly? The simplest way to think about it is like Grammarly, but for your entire enterprise database. It's an intelligent partner that works right alongside your team. You just describe a problem in plain English, and it automatically finds, fixes, and even helps prevent those data errors from happening again. And here's how it makes life so much easier. Instead of writing all that tedious code, you just describe the rule in English. The assistant gets it and generates the perfect SQL or Python code for you, instantly. And here's the crucial part. It's adaptive. It actually learns your specific business logic. But it's not some scary black box. Governance is built right in, so there's always a human, a data steward, in the loop to approve any changes. The tech is really cool, for sure, but what does it actually mean for the business? Let's talk about the real-world impact, how you actually turn that data mess into a genuine success story. The impact is immediate, and it's something you can literally see. You get this dramatic drop in the hours and resources you're burning on manual data cleansing. And as all that grunt work goes down, something incredibly important goes up: trust. Your teams can finally make decisions based on numbers they actually believe in. Let's put a hard number on it. We're talking about something like a 40% reduction in all that manual data cleansing effort. That is a massive efficiency gain. It means your best people are finally freed up to focus on strategy, on innovation, on actually driving the business forward. And that new efficiency, it translates directly to the bottom line. You're suddenly in a much better position to prevent those costly regulatory fines. You stop revenue from leaking out through invoicing errors. You deliver a way better customer experience because your data is consistent. And overall, you just lower the total cost of running your data operations. It's a win-win-win. So as we start to wrap up, let's just zoom out and look at the bigger picture here. This isn't just about a new tool. This really represents a fundamental shift in how we manage our most critical asset. Because this is what it all leads to. It's not about being stuck in an endless cycle of cleaning data. It's about building an unshakable foundation of trust so that every single decision your business makes, from marketing to finance to the C-suite, is based on data you can actually count on. And that really leads me to a final question I want to leave with you. What new opportunities would open up? What bold, game-changing decisions could you finally make if you knew, with absolute certainty, that you could trust 100% of your data?